Introduction to Runes Reading. Runes are an ancient divination tool that can be used to gain insight into situations or questions. They are usually made of stone and feature a symbol from the runic alphabet on them. Reading runes is a form of divination that involves interpreting symbols carved on stones or other materials. There are different methods of reading runes, such as the single rune, the dual rune, the 3-stone, the 4 dwarves, the runic cross, and the 9 grid. Each method has its own rules for how to draw and arrange the runes, and how to relate them to the past, present, and future. To read runes, you need a clear mind, a calm environment, a question, and a set of runes. You can use your intuition, imagination, and knowledge of the rune meanings to guide you to your answer. Start by getting rune stones and choosing a comfortable, sunny setting. Then, perform the reading of the runes and interpret the reading so you can understand what the stones are telling you. Understanding the meanings of the runes. The runes are an ancient alphabet that has a secret or mysterious meaning. They are used for divination, magic, protection, and guidance. Each rune has its own name and sound value. The word Futhark is derived from the first 6 letters of the runic alphabet. Here are some of the meanings of the runes. Fehu wealth. Ura's strength of will. Thurisaz danger, suffering. Ansaz prosperity, vitality. Raidho movement, work, growth. Kaunan mortality, pain. Gibo generosity. Wonjo joy, ecstasy. Hagalaz destruction, chaos. Nod is need, unfulfilled desire. Isaz unknown, the rune poems are ambiguous and contradictory. Jera harvest, reward. Iwa's strength, stability. P unknown, unknown. Note the theory that this rune's name was Prtho is just speculation. No one really knows because the Viking Age and medieval sources are too vague. Z unknown, protection from enemies, defense of that which one loves. Soilo success, solace. Tiwaz victory, honor. Birkanen fertility, growth, sustenance. Iwaz trust, faith, companionship. Manaz augmentation, support. Laguz formlessness, chaos, potentiality, the unknown. Ingwaz fertilization, the beginning of something, the actualization of potential. Othalan inheritance. The Elder Futhark is the oldest form of the runic alphabets. It was a writing system used by Germanic peoples for Northwest Germanic dialects in the migration period. Inscriptions are found on artifacts including jewelry, amulets, plateware, tools, and weapons, as well as runestones in Scandinavia, from the 2nd to the 10th centuries superscript 1. The Elder Futhark has 24 runes, often arranged in 3 groups of 8 runes. Each group is called an et, pl. Etir meaning clan, group, superscript 1. The Elder Futhark was named after the initial phoneme of the first 6 rune names F, U, A, R and K superscript 1. The following table shows each rune with its common transliteration superscript 1. The Elder Futhark has been used in modern times for divination and magic superscript 2. Here are some other rune sets. Younger Futhark. This is a later version of the runic alphabet that was used in Scandinavia during the Viking Age. It has only 16 characters and is more suited to writing Old Norse than the Elder Futhark superscript 3. Anglo-Saxon Futhark. This is another version of the runic alphabet that was used in England during the Anglo-Saxon period. It has 33 characters and is derived from the Elder Futhark superscript 3. Medieval runes. These were used in Europe during the Middle Ages and are based on the Latin alphabet. They were used for writing in Germanic languages such as Old High German and Old English superscript 3. Different ways of casting runes. Casting runes is a form of divination that has been used for centuries. It involves using a set of 24 stones or tiles, each with a different symbol on it. The symbols are usually carved into the stone or tile, and they represent different concepts or ideas. There are many different ways to cast runes, and each method has its own unique benefits. Here are some of the most popular methods. 1. 3 rune spread. This is one of the most popular methods of casting runes. It involves drawing 3 runes from the bag and laying them out in a row. The first rune represents the past, the second represents the present, and the third represents the future. 2. 5 rune spread. This method is similar to the 3 rune spread, but it involves drawing 5 runes instead of 3. The first rune represents the center, while the other 4 runes are placed around it. The second rune represents the west, the third represents the north, the fourth represents the south, and the fifth represents the east. 3. 9 rune spread. This method involves drawing 9 runes from the bag and laying them out in a square. The first rune represents the center, while the other 8 runes are placed around it. Each rune represents a different aspect of your life. 4. Casting runes. This method involves tossing all 24 runes onto a cloth or other surface and interpreting their positions based on their proximity to each other. 5. Single rune casting. This method involves drawing a single rune from the bag and interpreting its meaning. Interpreting runes for insight and guidance is a fascinating topic. Runes are an ancient form of divination that can provide insight and guidance on a variety of topics. There are many different ways to interpret runes, but one popular method is the 3-rune spread. This method involves drawing 3 runes from a bag or other container and interpreting them based on their position and meaning. The first rune represents the past or the situation as it currently stands. The second rune represents the present or the challenges that must be overcome. The third rune represents the future or the outcome of the situation. Another popular method is the 5-rune spread. This method involves drawing 5 runes and interpreting them based on their position and meaning. The first rune represents the current situation, the second rune represents obstacles or challenges, the third rune represents advice or guidance, the fourth rune represents external influences, and the fifth rune represents the outcome. There are many other methods of interpreting runes as well, including using them for meditation and introspection. If you're interested in learning more about interpreting runes for insight and guidance, there are many resources available online and in books. Using runes for decision-making is a practice that has been around for centuries. Runes are an ancient alphabet that was used by Germanic and Nordic tribes. They were used for writing, divination, and magic. Today, runes are still used for divination and decision-making. To use runes for decision-making, you first need to get a set of runes. You can buy them online or at a metaphysical store. Once you have your runes, you need to cleanse them. You can do this by holding them under running water or smudging them with sage. To use the runes for decision-making, you need to focus on your question or problem. Then, you need to draw a rune from the bag or box. Each rune has a different meaning, so it's important to know what each one means before you start. For example, if you draw the rune Fehu, it means wealth and prosperity. If you draw the rune Urus, it means strength and health. If you draw the rune Thurasaz, it means conflict and danger. Once you have drawn your rune, you need to interpret its meaning in relation to your question or problem. You can do this by looking up the meaning of the rune in a book or online. It's important to remember that the runes are not going to give you a clear answer. They are simply a tool to help you tap into your intuition and make decisions based on your own inner wisdom. Rune casting is an ancient divination practice that has been used for centuries to gain insight into the past, present, and future. But did you know that runes can also be combined with other divination tools to enhance their power and accuracy? Here are some ways that you can combine runes with other divination tools to create a more powerful and insightful reading. 1. Tarot cards and runes can be used together to create a more in-depth reading. Start by laying out a tarot spread, and then draw a rune to provide additional insight or clarification. The rune can help to shed light on hidden influences or provide guidance on how to navigate a particular situation. 2. Crystals. Using crystals in combination with runes can create a powerful synergy that can enhance the energy of your reading. Choose a crystal that corresponds to the intention of your reading, and then hold it in your hand as you cast the runes. The crystal can help to amplify the energy of the runes and provide additional insight and guidance. Runes are an ancient divination tool that have been used for centuries to gain insight and guidance. But did you know that runes can also be used for personal empowerment? By working with runes, you can tap into their powerful energy to connect with your inner strength and take control of your life. Here are some ways that you can use runes for personal empowerment. 1. Daily affirmations. Choose a rune that represents the quality or trait you want to cultivate, and use it as a daily affirmation. Repeat the name of the rune to yourself throughout the day, and focus on embodying its energy. 2. Meditation. Meditating with a rune can help you to connect with its energy on a deeper level. Sit in a comfortable position and hold the rune in your hand, focusing on its shape and symbolism. Visualize the energy of the rune flowing through you, empowering you and filling you with strength and confidence. 3. Talismans. Creating a talisman or amulet with a specific rune can help you to embody its energy and carry it with you throughout the day. Choose a small stone or piece of jewelry that you can wear as a reminder of the rune's energy. 4. Divination. Using runes for divination can help you to gain insight into your current situation and empower you to make decisions that align with your values and goals. Draw a single rune to represent the energy or lesson that you need to focus on in order to move forward.